please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to my channel and stuff. So, I know you read the title. It's not gonna be emotional for me because I'm comfortable with telling it now better than I was a few years ago and stuff like that. Like, it used to be hard for me to tell the story to anybody without me, breaking down and they're on the verge of tears and stuff like that. But I just want to share my experience with you guys. Like, if you ever lost somebody that was close to you, like a mom, dad, sister, brother, grandpa, grandma, and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you can kind of relate to what I'm finna tell you. So if you like the story, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with people around you and stuff like that if you ever went through something like this. So where should I begin? Okay, so at this time, I was in the 5th grade when I found out the condition that my mom was in. First of all, she had breast cancer and stuff like that. Let me just start off by saying that. So, I was in 5th grade and stuff. I remember this was back in 2011 when we first found out. We was in a car on our way to the dollar store. She was on the phone and stuff like that, so I just happened to overhear her say that she had cancer and stuff like that. Now, me being young like that, I didn't really know what cancer was at the time. I mean, I knew what it was, but I just never thought that it would happen to my mom, you know what I'm saying? So, we on our way to the store, like I said, she was on the phone and I overheard her tell somebody on the phone that she had it and stuff like that. And so she got off the phone, we went in the store, and I was like, Mama, is cancer bad? And she was like, yeah. And after that, I just left it alone. I just really didn't know what to say and stuff like that. Like, I've heard of people dying of different types of cancers, but at the time, I really didn't know what breast cancer really was when I was, like, younger like that. But, like, as I got older, I understood. So, fast forward to, like, I'm in 6th grade now at the time. Like when we found out, I was like, it was like the summer of me being in the 6th grade. So yeah, so it really wasn't that long when she had it and stuff like that. So now around this time, when I'm in 6th grade, it's like around the time that I'm in 6th grade now. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm repeating stuff like that. It's like I'm trying to get my train of thought. Yeah, like when I was in 6th grade and stuff like that, sometimes she'll go back and forth to chemotherapy and stuff like that. I even went with her sometimes, just to, comfort her and be there with her and support her and stuff like that. Even though I really didn't like being like around, like seeing her like hooked up to machines and stuff like that, I still was just there for her, just to be her support system, you know what I'm saying? So I remember it had got kind of bad. It started getting bad, like her arm and stuff. Like, I don't know what was wrong with her arm, but like we had to wrap it up and stuff like that. I don't know if it was just, I don't know, it just looked so kind of weird and stuff. Like, it was very hard and stuff, but so we had to wrap it and stuff with like the bandage and stuff. I don't know why it was like that the way it was, but I don't know. And so it was starting to get so bad, you guys. Like, around the time when she was kind of like, I'll say maybe a few months, I'll say maybe 5 months before she died, she was she would be back and forth in the hospital and stuff like that. And then it got so bad to where she had just permanently went hoarse and stuff like that she could barely talk, and she was just hoarse. And so, like, around the time when she had the surgery and stuff, it was okay, but then they were saying, like, once the air had hit it or something like that, and it had just got worse for her and stuff. So she was in and out of the hospital after that. And then I would say maybe, like, the last month of her, the few months, that, like, it's like, I don't know what it is, but when people be like, some people know when it's their time to go, as in like when they know they finna die and stuff like that, a lot of stuff changes about them that really wasn't there before. And I was like, I asked my granny, I was like, what you mean? And she was like, people know when they finna go. I was like, that's kind of scary. I don't want to lose my mom and stuff like that. Like me growing up as a child, I never really lived with my mother ever. I never lived with my mother actually. I always lived with my grandparents and stuff like that, even from when I was a baby. Coming straight out of the hospital, I went straight with my grandmother. So I never really stayed with my mom and stuff like that. I knew who my mom was, and I had a different kind of connection with her other than my sisters and stuff. But at the end of the day, I knew that was my mom and stuff. So, but anyways, back to the story. Like the couple months before she knew she like a few months before she died, she had got this little get together stuff with everybody that she knew, like with her cousins and her aunt and her mom and all of that and stuff. And you know, just a little throwing a party and stuff like that. Like it was kind of weird because she knew she was finna go and stuff like that, but I wasn't ready for her to go, you know. So fast forward to my birthday. Now she threw me my last birthday party. Let me tell you, I haven't had a party in 7 years. That's how long she's been gone. I haven't had a actual birthday party in 7 years. Like I don't really celebrate my birthday. I know it's my birthday, but I really don't celebrate it because of the fact she threw me my last party that I ever wanted, you know. And so I was just like, I'm really not ready to just throw a party and stuff like that, because it's like, it's not that I am still healing from it, but I just feel like that was a special moment for me. Like she threw me a birthday party herself, so it's just like I really don't celebrate my birthday anymore because it's kind of pointless, but it's not. But anyways, after she threw me that party, I was really grateful because I was like, nobody ever threw me nothing for my birthday ever, so it's just like I was really thankful for that and stuff like that. So fast forwarded to a month later. Like my birthday is in April, so she died in May. So she died a month and 2 days after my birthday. So one day I'm at school and my grandfather would always come give me like in the same month she died, like the week, because she had ended up getting in hospice and stuff like that, and basically the stuff was just getting worse on her end and stuff like that. And so like the week before she died, me and my sister would always spend the night with her at the hospice place, you know, just to keep her company and talk to her and all of that, make her feel better. And so this particular day, well now, hold on. The day that I'm talking about is the day she died and stuff like that. But a couple days before the day she died, she ended up getting brain dead. So it's just like she couldn't respond. She couldn't talk. She couldn't eat. She couldn't drink anything. So she was just brain dead. So me and my sister had got an early dismissal from school from my papa and stuff like that. So we shot home. I'm hype. I was like, oh, I see y'all tomorrow. I got an early dismissal for to go see my mama. I'll be back tomorrow. Dude. So we went home to get clothes and stuff, and then we ended up going to the hospice place and stuff. I was like, hey mama, how you doing? Whoop-de-whoop. Even though I knew she couldn't answer and couldn't talk to me and stuff like that, I still spoke to my mother. So after we got settled in and stuff like that, I stayed in the room and I sat by her for maybe like an hour and a half, and then I went into the lobby area where the TVs and stuff were. My sister came in there and we was just watching TV and all of that. She ended up going back in the room and stuff like that. And so I just stayed in the lobby just watching TV and stuff like that. People was coming in and out to visit her and stuff, and they was speaking to me and stuff on their way out the door. And they was like, keep your head up and all of this and that. I was like, thank you and stuff. Excuse me, y'all. So around nighttime is finna fall, so I go in the room, and they had, in the hospice place, they had these blow up beds and stuff like that, the noisy ones that you gotta plug up, and it's just, yeah, one of those. And so I blew the mattress up and I laid down. Y'all, when I tell you that news hit me so hard and stuff, like me, boom, look, I went to sleep, but then, you know how when you wake up but your eyes are still closed And it's like you can hear a lot, you can hear everything going on around you, just laying there and just, trying to process before you get all the way up and stuff. Dude, I got up, like something in my dream was just telling me to wake up. It was like, wake up, wake up. I was like, what is going on? So I get up, I wake up all the way and I sit up. My granny, she see me because she was sitting in the chair next to my mama's bed, and she was like, she gone. I said, huh? I said, what are you talking about? I said, no, she's not. She was like, she gone. I was like, you playing? Like, I was like, you're playing with me right now, right? She was like, no, she's actually gone. Y'all, I stood up so fast. All I could see was my sister crying and crawling all over my mama, hugging her, telling her to wake up, don't go, and this and that. Y'all, I immediately busted into tears. Like, for you to get some news like that as soon as you wake up, that does something to you. It's just like, for many years, for the past couple years, I never, like, I always wanted to know, I always had questions as to, like, she waited till I went to sleep to die. Like I never understood that. But as I got older, it was just like, because I've heard stories like this, like similar to mine, about people finding out people dying and stuff like that. It's like people could just leave out the room and the person ends up dying. Like, I don't think they want nobody to see them actually go. Like, for me, that would have really just messed my head all the way up if I seen her face to face if she died. Like, if I was sitting there watching her and she ended up taking her last breath and I'm watching her, that don't mess my head up so much. It would have, man. And so I was just crying. Like, I was crying so hard. Like, this is the hardest I've ever cried in my life. And so me and my sister walk out of the room and stuff like that. We go sit in the lobby and stuff, trying to, regroup, but the tears are just steady falling. Me, I was just like, why us? Why us? And then at the time, I started to question God, like, why? Like, why? Like, why does stuff like this have to happen to us? Like, why? Like, I really just started questioning God as to, like, why stuff like this happening to us. It seemed like nothing's good happening for us and stuff like that. But my granny, she's Christian, and it's just like, you can't blame God for his willing and stuff like that. It was in his plan and stuff like that. I said, I understand, but why? Why does it have to happen to us? I said, it's bad enough that I really never really got to see my mom, but I did. Man, y'all, it's not that I had it hard growing up, but without my mom, it was kind of hard. Like, I know most people have their parents in their life and stuff like that, but with me, dude, I never really got to see my mom, especially for when I was fresh out the hospital as a baby and stuff like that. I done went to go see my mama in jail. Nobody wants to see their parents behind bars and stuff like that and stuff. That's hard on the kid growing up and stuff. But I always loved my mama because I knew who she was as a person, I always knew that she was my mother. So I always loved her. Just no matter what she did, I always loved my mama, and I always will. And then, so after me and my sister left at the room, we went to go pick up my other sister and stuff like that. And then we came back, and when we came back from picking her up, the whole room was filled from her bed all the way to the door. That's how many people it was. And so, I kind of seen like the fake shit going on, because it's like half of y'all didn't even come to see her on the regular and stuff like that, but now you up in here crying and shit like that. And I was like, man, stop all the fake shit. Like, I hated that. Like, most of the people I seen in there ain't seen her in so many years. I could count on one hand. And it's just like, why? And I seen a whole bunch of fake shit just going on, but it's like, I was like, this is not the time and it's not the place right now for that. I was like, that should just get dealt with another time. And so it was come time for the funeral directors, the people at the funeral home or at the mortuary or somewhere, to come and pick her up. They was like, well, y'all have to go. They was like, y'all have to take the kids in there and stuff like that. They was referring to us. And I was like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here with her. They was like, we can't have you in here and stuff like that. I was like, this is really fucked up type shit. Like, I didn't say it was fucked up, but in my mind, I was like, this is some fucked up shit. Like, why the fuck, you know? And so, fast forward to, like, not fast forward, but we gonna end up going back into the lobby, and people, you know, they do the little comfort thing. Are you okay? Do I look okay? Like, people, like, they'll ask you, like, oh my gosh, are you okay? This and that, da da da. Like, if you see me crying, I am not okay, you know? And so, fast forward to the day of the funeral. Now the funeral was nice. Like me, I'm still trying to get my mind off of the fact that my mama's laying up in this casket right now. So it's just like I'm trying to get my mind off of it. I'm trying to think of everything else besides my mom, besides the fact that my mom being in the casket and stuff like that. So we as we marching in the door, you know how they do it. I was like, okay, mama, I see you. Okay, nice little casket and stuff like that. You know, I'm just trying to avoid making eye contact exactly with the casket because I know it's gonna bring me down and stuff like that. And me, I'm trying to be the strongest one and not cry and stuff like that, but that didn't work. So about it come time for us to, about time coming for us to end the funeral and stuff like that. You know, they opened the casket, dude. Soon as they opened the casket, I immediately just started crying and bawling my eyes out like I was a little baby. I really did, you guys. And it just hurt me. I was like, why? I was, like I said, I was still questioning God as to why does this have to happen to us? Like, what do we do so bad? You know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't ready to see my mama laid up in a casket. Like, that'll do something to somebody. Like, if you ever lost a brother, sister, aunt, uncle, auntie, somebody, period, somebody you was close to, period, that'll mess your head up if you see them in a casket for the last time, or on their deathbed for the last time. That will mess your head up to a point to where it's no return. And it's like, you'll be the same, but it's not like you'll be the same person as you was before they died. You'll be a totally different person. Like with me, before my mama died and stuff like that, I was a straight A student, always going to class, this and that. But after all of that, I just went down here from there, and I can be honest about that. I'm not proud of me going down and stuff like that, but I just know I'm not the same, because I know some of this stuff wouldn't be happening if she was here, stuff like that. But I know it's still my choice to make better decisions. I'm not just based off of, you know, making it seem like, oh, I'm making that as an excuse because she died. No, it's not the case. I'm still trying to get myself together and stuff like that. Like, after she died, I dealt with a lot of depression, anxiety. I even tried to kill myself because of that. I was like, I don't think I can go on with my life if she's not here with me. So what's the point of being here, you know? But I finally I'm still in that phase a little bit, but I'm still slowly just processing to get out of that and stuff, and just trying to be a better person about it and stuff. But you guys, if you ever lost somebody, you know the feeling of where I'm coming from. Maybe not everybody has, my bad you guys, the camera had cut off, but like I was saying, like, I dealt with depression and anxiety and stuff like that. Like, it's not what I chose to go through. It just happened to fall on me and stuff like that. And it's like, it's hard to go through something like that with nobody to really understand where you're coming from, you know, or you feel like you just don't have no help from nobody. So that puts you in a place where it's just like, okay, what am I doing and how I'm going to go by this and stuff like that. But I kind of dealt with it. I'm still dealing with it from time to time and day by day, but it's still just a process. I know you're not going to get through nothing like that overnight. It's not an overnight process and stuff like that. But I just want to get better as a person and stuff like that. But y'all, I really do miss my mom and stuff like that. If you ever lost somebody, then you know where I'm coming. You know exactly where I'm coming from when I say it hurts like hell. It hurts. Like, it feel like you just got hit by a truck, and it's just like, you know. But I hope you guys, oh my God. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and stuff like that. If you ever went through something like that, just just know it's somebody out there to help you and stuff like that. Talk to somebody. Just don't keep your anger and stuff and sadness bottled up, because you'll eventually explode. But that's really it. That's really it, you guys. Thanks for watching my video. So subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and stuff like that. See you guys in the next story time.
I can't choose.